Hello once again, and it's time for more action from the 2009 hands-free FIM Superbike World Championship, which this week heads to the Valencia circuit in Spain for the third round of 14 in this year's series. Well, the big news from the opening two rounds was the sensational form of the 24-year-old rookie from Texas, Ben Spies, who had powered his Yamaha R1 machine to 3 wins in the first 4 races. The World Superbike regulars had been left reeling after these early knockout blows from the American, and it would be interesting to see if they could bring an end to his 3-race winning streak. NORIYUKI HAGA was leading the championship for the Ducati Xerox team after 1 win and 3 second places, and the Japanese rider was now getting to grips with his new mount, the Ducati 1098. And the opening rounds had continued to throw up a few more surprises, as Max Biaggi was looking increasingly competitive on the Aprilia RSV4 machine. Just before the Valencia race, the championship received another further influx on the rider front with the arrival of MotoGP refugee John Hopkins. The American brought into the Stiggy Racing Honda team alongside Leon Haslam. So plenty to look forward to then as World Superbike headed to the land of the corrida, sangria and paella, and to Valencia for the third round in the series. Let's see how things panned out this weekend in Spain. Well, we've had a look at the 2 newcomers in the series, Aprilia and BMW, so now we focus on the all-conquering Ducati Xerox squad with the 2009 version of the Ducati 1098, this year in the hands of NORIYUKI HAGA and Michel Fabrizio. Our technical expert Steve Martin, a man who has ridden a few bikes in his time, went down to the team garage to have a look under the skin of the Ducati 1098 machine.
Hi, I'm Steve Martin, and this week's technical feature is on the championship-winning bike of Troy Bayliss last year, the Ducati 1198R. There's a lot of stiff competition this year in the World Superbike Championship. Ducati haven't changed the bike much, but this week we're going to have a look as to why it's still at the top of the heap. During my career, I've had the fortune to be able to ride many different models of Ducati, and in reality, the basic design hasn't changed. It's always been a V-twin, trellis frame, varying capacities, this one being a 1200 in fact due to the new rules. The benefit of the Ducati is the silky smooth bottom end power. It's easy to ride for a lot of guys. You don't need to change a lot of things from track to track as far as suspension setup, but it's always hard to get that last little bit like Haga and Fabrizio can. The Ducati technology for the electronics is quite secretive really. They don't like to talk a lot about it. If you have a look at the handlebar, for example, there's no buttons like all the other bikes that we've looked at so far. It's all inside the box, it's all automatic. It's got anti-spin, it's got engine braking help, but they won't tell us how it works because it's secret Ducati technology. The good thing is this technology is not only on this superbike, it's also on the MotoGP bike, and if you buy a Ducati with traction control for the road, it uses the same technology as this race bike right here.
Since its inauguration, the Ricardo Tormo circuit has become an emblem for international motorsport in Spain. The circuit within a stadium, as it is known, offers spectators the chance to see the entire racetrack and is one of the few places in the world to host both World Superbike and MotoGP. Measuring just over 4 kilometers, the track is unusually in an anti-clockwise direction and has 9 left and 5 right-hander turns, leading on to the 846-metre long main straight. Well, the new Super Bowl knockout format might produce more complications and surprises than the previous version, but at the end of the day, most of the top riders managed to get up to the front. The big surprise this time, however, was the elimination of Max Biaggi from the first run, and the Italian would have to start from row 5. 3 Ducatis were on the front row at this circuit, reckoned to be favourable for the twins, and it was Michel Fabrizio in 4th and Noriyuki Haga 1 place ahead of him in 3rd. And it was great to see Régis Laconi, who won here in 1999 with the Yamaha 500, back up at the front on a Ducati DFX machine. But once again, the Super Bowl trophy, his 3rd in 3 races, went to Ben Spies, despite the American having to switch bikes just before his final run. So with Spies on pole, we team up with Jonathan Green and Steve Martin for the Race 1 commentary.
Out go the lights and away we go!
Spies got a good start, I might be wrong.
Good start from Ben Spies, heading down towards the first corner, and it looks like
That's Haga.
Haga getting the whole shot, but here comes Laconi. Laconi takes the whole shot, into the lead he goes. The stingy machine of Leon Haslam gets a good start as well, but here comes Haga back into the lead.
He ran wide.
There.
This is the perfect start by Haga. Spies is caught behind Laconi. Spies is going to have to try and make a move really quick, and Neukirchner right up there too.
And so too Troy Corser. Look at the BMW flying.
Great move by him. Let's remember that Corser's won here before many times.
Oh! And that's one of the Hondas. That's Johnny Ray. Oh no!
That's Corser. Corser's down on the BM. Lost the front end. What a disappointment for BMW, but it's showing a lot of promise. Look, tips in. Too much, boom, just locks the front wheel, and boom, his day's over.
Neukirchner has got the front, Laconi still in the top 3, and Kageyama is hounding down on number 19, Ben Spies.
At this stage...
Haga back into the front.
Yeah.
Checker's crashed. Carlos Checker is out of proceedings, and it looks, well, it's not a big crash, is it? It looks like it just went wide. Kageyama wheelies off the corner to start the main straight again. Flat out. Almost 300k down that main straight, and then hard on the anchors into turn 1. Speed slides the rear end. Fabrizio gets through on Kageyama. Great run by the Bologna Bullet. This is more like it. Haga is lead 2 seconds at the moment. He's just keeping an eye on where that gap could be, but he's doing a good, strong job so far, and Haga looking so smooth on the Ducati. It really does suit him, and as you've said many times before, the Ducati just seemingly an easier bike to ride than a lot of them out there.
Well, it's easy up to a point.
Fabrizio's making it look easy.
Look at him. Fabrizio's really coming through the pack, and this is what we saw Fabrizio do all last year. If he keeps riding like this, he's going to get himself on the podium. But let's have a look at his lap times. 35, low 35 still. Quickest man on circuit that time round was Fabrizio.
Down goes.
That
surely not.
That could be Ben Spies.
You know, it is, and he looked very ominously close as he came in to the corner there on Neukirchner. He looked hot, he looked fast, and as I said, he was going to go and he loses the front. Down he goes.
I'm not sure if he lost the front, but did he lose the front because it cased out? We need to get a closer look at that.
So, the first chink in the mighty armour that is Ben Spies. He's been the story of all the rounds so far and has been brilliant in the first 2, but suddenly comes to naught in round 3 when he had such high expectations. He knew he was going in pursuit of Haga this weekend, but this just plays into the hands of Ducati. For now, anyway. There is Ben Spies making that lonely walk back. Not a very happy man, I'm sure. It's Max Neukirchner and Michel Fabrizio as they head down the straight. Let's take a look at the grunt this time. 36-0 by Haga, 36-0 by Neukirchner, 35-8 by Fabrizio. He's gaining ground. Laconi still on 4th place. Here comes Haslam again. Can he get him? Yes! He just does it.
Does he run?
Does he?
No, he's got it. He's just got it.
Got to hang on to this one. This is the corner that makes it.
Yeah, he's got through now. That's really great ride by Haslam, moving up in the 5th position.
And Ollie, his girlfriend, barely look.
And he's through.
Nice move! Oh, and it sits up. Neukirchner wasn't perhaps expecting it there. Will trying to react here, and he's got a couple of corners to do it. He'll try and dive back up the inside, but Fabrizio defends and gets nice and late on the brakes into turn 2. He'll turn it tight, will Neukirchner. He knows he's got to do it now with 3 to go, and Neukirchner cannot let Fabrizio go. He knows that Haga's got a big lead, and Fabrizio will just go in pursuit. But Haga has been dominant throughout this race. Spies went down early while challenging for second place, trying to stop Neukirchner, who's currently in third. Fabrizio makes it a 1-2 for Ducati if he can hang on. Laconi's waiting to pick up the pieces if either of these two make a mistake, but Fabrizio has got the bit between his teeth. He doesn't need a Brooks, he's got himself to go for it all the way. Fabrizio making a great day of it. Haga, it's normal service resumed here in Valencia. Ducati, we expected them to be strong here at the Valencia circuit. One last chance for Neukirchner.
He's not going to do it here.
Can't quite do it, but it's close.
Not going to do it here.
Haga flip-flops up the hill, he comes for the last time, but the battle behind him is what's important, and Fabrizio's going to hold off. It's only 1 corner to go. Surely Neukirchner won't make a lunge there.
Well, it's his last chance, and he's not going to want to finish third, that's for sure.
Haga looks to see if he can do his wheelie, and that's celebration indeed by the championship leader, who scores big points.
I have good feeling this weekend, and that's, bike is good, also teamwork is good, so I want to say thank you very much for Ducati and Xerox and all the fans. And just, after start, also, yeah, I did a good making start, but, I already decided, I go from beginning laps, And, yeah, finally, I will keep in my pace, and, yeah, I was very happy, so.
And yesterday you were very confident. You said, I will win 2 races. 1 more race to go now.
Yeah, of course, I needed to. I wanted to win, but not so easy. But I think looking now, it started raining a little bit. But I hope for second race, I want to dry race. So.
So Haga took his 2nd win of the year after leading virtually from lights to flag. Fabrizio took the 2nd slot to give the factory Ducati team a 1-2 finish. Max Neukirchner put in an assured ride for Suzuki but had to settle for 3rd, while Spies crashed out while battling with the German. Max Biaggi was 8th and John Hopkins finished 11th in his first ever World Superbike race. So now let's go down to the grid for the 2nd race of the day, and we join Jonathan Green and Steve Martin in the commentary box.
Time to hold the clutch in, but away they go. Everybody wheels away. Haga doesn't get away as well. Laconi's got away good.
Fabrizio got a good start. This is the best start we've seen Fabrizio have in a long time.
But it is Laconi who takes the whole shot.
And Fabrizio's in 3rd. That is a great start to see. Let's just see.
Oh, and that bucking and rearing, that was the Suzuki of...
That was Kageyama. And one of the Stiggy bikes is up there too.
So Haslam's got away well by the looks of things, or could it be Hopkins? Let's have a closer look. But now it's starting to take shape, and Max Neukirchner takes the lead. Kageyama will recover.
Fabrizio right up there in 2nd position at the moment. This is the best start.
Is that Johnny Ray? It is.
Yeah, good start by Johnny too. That's where he should be. Ben Spies right up there. Let's remember that last time he rode the bike, he crashed, so he's going to take 1 or 2 laps just to get that out of his mind.
Good field, massive field, strong field here this year. And Spies in 5th place, and it's Ray just behind him. Courses in the top 10. Haga up the inside of Laconi. And does he make it stick? Yes, he does.
But he's a little bit wide. Laconi picks the bike up earlier on the gas. Factory Ducati should have a little bit more power, but Neukirchner's really opened up a little bit of a gap.
He's almost a second quicker than anybody there, and he's got 0.6 of a lead over Fabrizio. Haga, though, coming through. Laconi is 4th, Spies 5th.
Look at that around the outside.
Neukirchner's last lap a 1:42.7. This time a 1:35.4. Now we're getting onto the pace. Fastest man out there, Ben Spies, but here comes Haga.
Okay, he's used to that front tyre again now, so that's that sorted out. But yeah, Ben Spies right on the back of these 2 guys. Neukirchner, he needs to, while his tyres are new, he really needs to push as hard as he can.
Well, that's exactly what he's trying to do. That's certainly the tactic from Neukirchner early on. Kageyama's recovered now. He's in 6th place. Ray's just behind him in 7th. Banging right through the gears, up to 300k down the front straight. Spies looks to the inside of Fabrizio. Will he take it? What confidence this American has. That's where he fell in race one, but he's back to his own tricks. Excellent start then. NORIYUKI, HAGA and Fabrizio now dropping off now with Spies going in front of him. Spies now trying to catch these guys in front of him.
Spies is closing that gap down as well. It's definitely not opening up too much. Not going to get through there. Nori.
To the last corner they come now. We'll take a look at the lap times this time. Spies has definitely gained a little bit of ground as these two fight each other. Across the line they come. NORIYUKI does a 1:35.4. Spies a 1:35.2. So he's gained his ground, and that is brilliant by HAGA. He made that look easy, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
So HAGA takes the lead, but will NORIYUKI jump back? Opportunity up the inside here at turn 2, doesn't take it.
No.
I asked Spies about any weakness at the Yamaha, the new Yamaha that everybody's raving about, and he said, yeah, actually on the exit of slow corners is where we have a weakness, but it's certainly not in high-speed corners like that, and Spies makes it look easy as he hits second place and goes in pursuit of that man HAGA.
Yeah, once again, I mean, Spies there when he made that pass, he made the, he used the weakness of the Suzuki of entering the corner of Max NORIYUKI's setup to his advantage, and he passed where the Yamaha was strong. Now he's going to put his head down, try and make a bit of a gap, because I believe that the Suzuki on the straight is a little bit faster than the Yamaha at the moment.
Spies does a 1:35.6. Not close enough yet, but he's gaining. Here comes Fabrizio on NORIYUKI. Laconi in the background. Nice move by the young Italian.
Definitely doesn't leave NORIYUKI anywhere to go to. Laconi's still lurking there in the background. He's having one of the best weekends he's had in a long time.
Yeah, in a long time. And he said 3 years of hell, effectively. That's how he described it at the beginning of the season. And now he's really riding at the top of his game. And here he comes up the inside of NORIYUKI. They are making NORIYUKI look very ordinary in a very small space of time. Hopper coming through on Shane Byrne, who obviously got past him at one point.
And back past.
Yeah, so these two battling it out on the last lap. And look at this! Whoa, the British champion!
And back past.
There you go. And Shane Byrne's been a MotoGP. He's not intimidated by the Hopper.
And there's HAGA. That gap 6.5 seconds now.
HAGA on fine form. He looks over his shoulder, sees how much time he's got, sees how much of a gap he's got. He's been looking at his board. He knows where he stands, and it's been a double delight for him. Fantastic racing, and once again, the world champions are where they belong, they believe, at the front and leading. Yamaha are going to be a threat with Ben Spies all season long, for sure. Up the hill and over he comes. 6.5 seconds the gap. This has been domination by Ducati. NORIYUKI HAGA double duking it in Valencia. There's the wheelie, there's the satisfaction, and 41 is #1 once more.
We are this weekend. I want to say thank you very much for Ducati, Xerox, and all fans. And I think one good point that after Qatar I did age training a little bit. Just joking, but anyway, today perfect win, and I did a 50 point. So I will make an advantage for Ben, and I'm very happy. Also, congratulations for Michelle, two-time podium, and Ben.
So another win for HAGA in a similar fashion to the first, with a new lap record in the process. Spies prevented a second Ducati 1-2 of the day with runner-up slot, but never managed to challenge HAGA for the win. While third went to Fabrizio, who had to hold off Laconi throughout for the final podium slot. And Leon Haslam scored another 5th place for Stiggy Honda. So after Valencia, it's 3 wins for HAGA and 3 for Spies. But it's the Japanese rider who leads the table by 40 points from the Texan. For the moment, no one else has got a look in, with Max NORIYUKI third but 70 points behind HAGA. Fabrizio moves up and Biaggi is in 7th. 2 different winners in the opening 2 rounds meant that Supersport came to Valencia with more surprises on the cards. It It was Cal Crutchlow who grabbed pole position, his second on the run. And this time round, the Yamaha man was going for the win. Last year's winner, Joan Lescorts, was in second place on a Kawasaki, with Ant West and Katsuaki Fujiwara completing the front row. So let's join our regular commentary team of Jonathan Green and Steve Martin for some Supersport action.
Superstock European Championship, 600 racing, away we go! And a good start, well, almost a good start by all the front row there. Several riders coming through. Who's going to get the whole shot? An 11-lap race to go.
It's Ray. Ray's gone through.
Whoa, Gino Ray with a brilliant start.
Good. He really held that. Just stays on the track, but it looks like Petrucci in second place, diving up the inside. Petrucci's on the inside.
Well, he didn't break there, and almost didn't break at all, but Petrucci losing out to the Honda, but getting it back and going into turn 3 in the lead.
Oh, that, Gino, you can't do that there.
Left the door open there.
Oh, look at that. Up the inside there. Gino Ray.
Petrucci losing out, making it through there and into the lead.
Well, they're certainly not scared. A bit of dust in the background there.
Somebody's
and a big
off.
gap. Yeah, something's happened there. Bit of scuffling around.
Well, it looks as though cold tyres could be a factor, and it's exactly what we might have predicted, that so few right-handers that cold tyres might have caught one of the riders out there.
Yeah, number 47 went down. He's okay, though, but he won't feature in this race today. But that has put Chmielewski into third position.
Chmielewski, what a great start by him. And Lamada was the man down on the 47, fifth fastest in qualifying.
Yeah.
And it's great, as you said, we mentioned that the Eastern European countries are well represented now throughout bike racing. Another good move up the inside at the last turn.
He's through, but he's wide.
Gone wide, that's 55 again in the wars.
Lon Boyce overtakes Guanbori for fourth position as well, so he's on his way forward. But Petrucci still has that gap, just holding it out. 1 second gap over Gino Ray now.
The go for sure, the man from Ancona, of course, raced here last year, as did Gino Ray, so Ray will be not surprised when he sees this man coming up on him.
Oh.
He might be if he does it too quickly, though.
That's right. I mean, what these guys have to learn is they have to learn where they can overtake, learn the strong points. You can't just try it on every corner. You need to, use your experience. Well, you can. Yeah, I mean, it's good for us to watch, but it can end in tears more times than not.
Well, Gino Ray, 1 win last year and 6 podiums and holding on to second place, but here comes Busolotti, and Ray looks over to his left and sees it, who it is, and will want to challenge quickly back, and he is going for it in the first corner, and in fact, bike number 5 is also there as well. There goes the leader, and look at the gap. It was 4 seconds. It's now over 5.1 in fact, as you quite rightly point out. And just pulling away now, Lombois seems to have recovered now, the Belgian, pulling away from bike number 5, Busolotti.
Gino Ray has got it all to play for. He's the guy that's going to have to take the risk. And look at him there up the inside.
Up the inside, Gino!
Great move, but does he run wide? Yamaha on the gas nice and early, already next to him on the straight.
Oh, they are fairing to fairing, wheel to wheel, literally banging arms down the front straight. Will Gino outbreak him into the first corner? We're about to find out.
Whoa, not this time, but what he's got to do is Gino's got to find a way past really early in this lap to try and out-drag him to the line, and he looks like he's up the inside.
Whoa, there's no way he does it! Well...
Oh, what a move, but it's not over yet, because Lombois is...
Unbelievable racing from Gino Ray. He may have the Italian name, but he's English through and through. But he's beaten Marco at the moment, Marco Busolotti.
That was a really impressive move by Gino. Now he's got to do it. Busolotti got a lot of speed out of the exit of that corner. Looks up the inside, not there. Onto the back straight. This is the point where the Honda is weak. Onto the back straight. Well, Bussolotti's chance is now to try and get him into the next corner, because he should have a bit more speed, but Gino got good drive out of there. Brakes hard. I don't think Bussolotti's going to get past into here. Look at the chatter of the rear end of Gino now.
Oh, he's really struggling to hang on to that machine at this point.
Yeah, but he is fighting it to the end. Look at that, pulls out a bit of a gap. It's Gino's to lose now, that's for sure, that last position.
Petrucci's got this in the bag. He looks over his shoulder. There's nobody there. He's increased the lead almost by over half a second per lap. And he's cruising to victory in round 1 here in the Junior Superstocks. The 600 Championship underway here at Valencia, and it's number 9 on the Yamaha. He looks over his shoulder.
Keep an eye on the background. We've got to see who's coming out and see if Gino can get through. And Gino's
and he's
there.
playing the fiddle, quite literally. He's playing some classical music.
So, Crutchlow scored his maiden win and hauled himself up to the top of the table, level on points with Sofoglou. Eugene Laverty had a tough time of things today and is in third, together with Andrew Pitt and West. So for the moment, World Superbike is looking like a two-way battle between NORIYUKI Haga and Ben Spies as they head to the Assen TT circuit in the Netherlands for the next round in 3 weeks' time. Join us again there for more action. This has been Julian Thomas reporting from Valencia. Bye for now and see you soon.